Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Caleb Likes Books. Today I have my end of the month update for April of 2025. Not a huge amount actually for this update. This month's been a little hectic for me. I had a lot of personal things going on. Just a very chaotic month, especially the last couple weeks of the month. Some really good things have happened, some really not so good things have happened. It's been kind of just all over the place, but things seem to be looking up, which is nice. Because of that, I haven't gotten a whole lot of reading done this month. For about half of this month, I just have not been able to read as often as I'd like to. So I only finished 2 books this month. And I'm currently in the process of reading a couple more, and I also actually DNF'd a book this month. And in terms of the amount of reading that I've actually done, like page count wise, by the end of this month, I will probably have done less than 1,000 pages, which is way below my norm, which is unfortunate. But given everything that's been going on and how busy I've been and how much has been going on, not too surprising. But at any rate, as far as what I did read this month, I finished up The Light Fantastic by Terry Pratchett. Thought it was decent. Not a huge amount to say about that one. I just, it was fun. It was enjoyable. Was not, I think, as good as some of the other Discworld books I've read. In fact, it's probably my least favorite one if I had to pick. But it was still decent. It was still enjoyable. I also read Sacrilege by Barbara Avon, a self-pub book that was sent to me, or an indie pub. I'm not sure which of the two, but either way, an indie book, which was also pretty decent. Really good prose. I loved the prose in that book, and some good imagery, things like that. It was decently enjoyable. The characters and the plot didn't quite draw me in, but I did enjoy reading it, just at least for the prose. The prose was excellent in that book. And then I am currently in the process of reading The Eye of Darkness from Star Wars: The High Republic. I'm a little under halfway through that one right now, and I haven't been able to read it for a few days, but I've been really enjoying it a decent amount. So far, it feels like not a whole lot has happened. It feels like it's building up to something, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm enjoying that. Great to get back into, that part of the High Republic timeline, get back to the Phase 1 characters and storyline, which is fantastic. I also just started, at time of recording this, Star Wars Inferno Squad by Christie Golden, which is okay so far. I'm not quite loving it. I've only been reading it for a couple days now. I'm about, I think, a little under a third of the way through it currently. And so far it's not quite grabbing me, but it's kind of setting things up, like the real, what appears to be the real thing that the rest of the book is going to be about seems to be getting set up, and that is very interesting to me. So hopefully it will get more interesting as it goes. I did DNF The Wheel of Time, The Eye of the World, my reread of that. As I have been saying for a little while, I wanted to reread the first handful of books in The Wheel of Time because I did DNF book 4 halfway through or thereabouts, and wanted to give it another try to see if it could really get me excited about it again, because even though I did enjoy my first read of the first 3 books, they didn't draw me in enough to really be excited to read the whole series, so I was giving it another try to see if it could get me excited about it. And I enjoyed what I read of the first book again. I think I read about 40% of it, I think. But it just, again, it was like, I was enjoying it, but not enough to feel like I really wanted to continue. Like I didn't read it for like a week straight, and then I was about to go back to it, and I was like, I just don't really feel like reading this. So for now, I am going to put The Wheel of Time fully on hold. I will still keep my books. I have books 1 through 6, so I will still keep them, and I will still intend to read them eventually, or finish up reading those 6 eventually anyway. But I'm gonna give it some time. When I DNF'd book 4 was, I think, about 2 years ago, I think, or a little under 2 years ago actually. It was probably about, 20 months ago or so, if I were to guess. I think it was like August or September of 2023. But either way, I'm going to give it some more time than that. I'll probably, a few years from now, 5 years, something like that. Maybe I'll try it again and see if it can grab me. And hopefully it will. I'm just hoping it's maybe a wrong time kind of thing. So we'll see. As far as the rest of my TBR, obviously haven't gotten to the rest of that. I do intend to, before the end of the month, because I'm recording this a few days before it goes up, I do intend to read the Bloodborne graphic novel, the second one, The Healing Thirst. That should be very, very quick. I just keep forgetting to read it, so I'm going to try to make that a priority before the end of the month, because that should be pretty quick. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to anything else. I might be able to get to one more book, but I don't know for sure because, the end of this month is going to be very busy for me because of things going on. So, yeah. But that is my reading update. Still, having a decent time reading. It hasn't been my best month either in terms of the enjoyment or in terms of the amount that I've done. But I am enjoying the stuff that I am currently reading a decent amount, which is good. I'm really enjoying Eye of Darkness, and Inferno Squad seems to be ramping up. So hopefully I will have a good time with the rest of those. I do also have a book haul to talk about, mostly books that I receive for free, either by free giveaways on Kindle, or I did have a handful of books sent to me as well. Actually, all of these books I received for free because the only one that was actually bought was actually a gift. I went to Books A Million for the first time in a little while, early in the month, with my mother-in-law. She really likes reading as well. She tends to lean a little bit different, not so much into like sci-fi fantasy as me, although she does enjoy some like romantasy and YA fantasy like Shadow and Bone and, ACOTAR, things like that. Throne of Glass, stuff of that nature. But she brought me there, and because she wanted to go get some stuff, and she said that she would get me something if I wanted, and so I got Soul Music by Terry Pratchett, because I really want to read more of the Death series of Terry Pratchett, and really wanted to just get another Discworld book, because once I finished up Light Fantastic, I didn't have any more to read, so I figured I could grab one more. So excited to have that. I'm hoping to throw that on the TBR sometime later this year, potentially. As far as other stuff, I did receive the new releases from Baen Books in my email this month, and I grabbed Monster Hunter Guardian, which I believe is like the 7th book of the Monster Hunter series. I only have the first one because they sent that out last month, I believe. So I don't have books 2 through 6, but I figured I might want to read that series at some point, so I figured I might as well grab it. And then as far as the books that I received free on Kindle that were on sale for free this month, I got An Inkling of Flame by Z.B. Steele, which is an author and a novella that I have seen talked about a lot over on Twitter. A lot of people that I follow seem to really like that, so I figured it was free, so I grabbed it. There was also The Whisper That Replaced God, Part 2, which I got the first book last month, I think, because it was free, and then this month they had the first 2 for free, and this one actually came out very recently, so I was surprised that it was available for free, but I figured I might as well grab it since I already had the first one. So excited to read that. It sounds very interesting to me, and a lot of people that I follow, again, over on Twitter have recommended it quite a lot. I also got a book, I can't remember the name of the author, but it's called A Crack in the Sky, and this one caught my attention because it seems to be very influenced by the culture of black metal, and I'm a big fan of metal music, especially black metal. Black metal is one of my favorite genres, and so I was like, oh, cool, like I can't remember if it's like a fantasy or a horror or whatever it is, but either way, like one of those kinds of books that has that influence from that kind of thing, which I think is really cool. So I figured I would check that out as well, because it would be something a little bit unique and up my alley in terms of some of my other interests, which I thought was cool. And as far as the 2 books that I was sent by authors directly, I was sent Vampire Metropolis by Robin Brown. Don't really know anything about this one. I believe I think it's a debut book, but I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure it's a debut book though, and it's new. It's just coming out here recently. And, they reached out to me and asked if I wanted to read it. And I said, sure. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'll certainly shout it out in, this video, and hopefully get it on the TBR at some point. So thank you to them for sending that my way. And I also received Bound by Blood by Sean Brink. He also reached out to me this month and asked if I would want to check out this book, and I said yes, and basically the same thing. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I will check it out. That one also sounds kind of interesting. seems to be taking a little bit more of a religious bent to it, which sounds intriguing. So I'm curious to check that one out as well. So thank you to both of those authors for sending those my way. Hopefully I'll enjoy them. So as far as other stuff, not a whole lot to do in terms of actual updates for the channel. We are, I think, at around 860 subscribers at the moment, which is cool. You know, the channel is still slowly but steadily growing, which is good to see. I have some really cool videos planned for next month that I've already recorded that I am excited to share with you. I have a really cool video that I'm excited about for Revenge of the Fifth. Of course, you know, next month is May, which I tend to like to exclusively discuss Star Wars books in May, because May is kind of the Star Wars month, with May 4th and all of the original 6 movies, as well as a few of the new ones coming out in May. So I like to dedicate May to being Star Wars month, and Revenge of the Fifth is May 5th, because we have May the 4th be with you, and then Revenge of the Fifth. So I have a fun video for that coming out. I also have a tier list video that I've recorded in which I will be ranking every single Star Wars book that I have read coming out during the month as well. So keep an eye out for that, because I think that one is really cool and should be fun. So a few other videos as well. I'm planning to do some reviews and things like that, and some other stuff I'm thinking about doing. Not sure if I will or not, but either way, have some fun Star Wars themed stuff planned for next month. So hopefully I'll be looking forward to that. So not much else to talk about in this video, so that's pretty much my update. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of the books that I discussed in this video and what you thought of them, if so, and if you read anything cool this month or got any cool books, let me know that in the comments as well. So that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.